Good morning, everybody, and this is your Forex day trade setups for today. So starting off with Euro USD, went basically nowhere last week. Very much range bound. Look to the left, very strong range set up here, and we need to break through that range before I start looking at anything. And you can see Friday was very much up and down, up and down, up and down. So yeah, for me, we start breaking above 106.028, I'd be looking at longs. Start dropping below 104.871, I'd be looking at shorts. Until that happens, I am sitting quietly on the sides. Moving on to US dollar Japanese yen, and we have a little bit of diversions here on the 8th hour. You can see price making new highs, oscillators sort of making lower highs. We have a fairly strong area of potential support here, which is 134.555. Oscillators are separated, so this is lining up for a potential move to the upside, which would be strong move up, pull back, some kind of a flag forming, and then a move up. So if we get down to the hour, you can see there's your flag there. So let's just get this level in. There it is there. So for me, very much similar setup. That would be it there. Very much a similar setup. So you start dropping below 134.555, then that validates this cup and handles, the top, or even head and shoulders if you want to call it. That would be a shoulder there, head here, shoulder. Come drop below, retest, then I would expect this thing to fall. If we start getting above 135.300, then I would expect a continuation to the upside. So until one of those two levels go, I am a clear sit on hands. But looking at this as possibly a drop that is coming, and might be interesting if that happens, because that would put us into a bit of dollar weakness starting to brew. Moving on to the pound, British pound, Japanese yen, all over the place, as well as most forex pairs are at the moment. And you can see last week was a big up and a big down, so that's a bit of a pin bar on the weekly. You see there. So there we had a pin or hanging man, and then we got a pin bar. Look at these sellers that are coming in on the top here. So I'd be very cautious about chasing longs up here. So at the moment, looking at this, I need, well, I suppose we could argue on this level. So 165.777, if we can stay below that, there is a bit of a gap to the upside, so I'd maybe do a little bit higher. What you may want to do actually is just do that. So wait for the gap to close, opportunity to short with a stop above there for a move down to 164.737. Alternatively, what you're going to see is some kind of a break this morning, but I think for proper shorts, I'm really only interested in this area here, and that is 164.737. So if we drop below that, come back and test it, then I'd be looking for shorts. That would validate the head and shoulders for me, and then we'd start coming down to test some of the structure that's further down, which is down in this zone here at 161.295. So until that happens, I am sitting quietly on the sides, and it is Monday, so I wouldn't expect much happening. Lastly, Euro British pound. So if we're going to get a fall on British pound Japanese yen, then you would expect the euro to get stronger here. And if you look at Euro USD, you'd also expect euro to be a bit stronger. So last week has been hovering in this zone, and looking for a buying opportunity at 0.85817. But it's been all over the place and not really got going. Trend is up. There's no debate about that. It's been up now for what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, 7 weeks, 8 weeks, 9 weeks. Yeah, let's call it 9 weeks. Well, 8 weeks, because that broke above, came back to test. So there's a confirmation there. So that's 9 weeks in an upward trend, which is fairly strong. So I would debate that we should be looking for an opportunity to the upside. But again, we are ranging. You look at the left, we're ranging above and below the moving averages. So I'd want to see if we can get some kind of support inside here. If we can get support around 0.85900, then I would expect another move to this area at 0.86102. If we shoot through that, come back and test it, then that would basically validate a range, sort of a mini range break the last couple of days to move to the upside. So That's kind of the play that I've got at the moment. But this is also a sit and wait scenario for me. I don't like what I see here. Anything's possible. Could drop to the downside, could drop to the upside, shoot to the upside. There's nothing really concrete at the moment. And the weekly, there's a lot of selling here at the top of the weekly, and look at the oscillators on the weekly as well. So it wouldn't surprise me to see us reject some area up here for a bigger move down. So that's just something we need to pay attention to as well. Anyway, clear sit and hands day for me. Unless some of those levels go, then we'll have a look at it. But it is Monday, and nothing really happens on a Monday. It's normally quite subdued. So hope that helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.